The first section, which is 1 through 8, says find the measure of the measurement indicated in each parallelogram. So, number 1, we want angle B. They called it a parallelogram, which means all properties of a parallelogram are true. We're only finding the measurement of the angle. In the angle in number 1, parallelograms, consecutive angles are supplementary, which means we have to add them and set it equal to 180. So 8x plus 6 plus 15x plus 13 equals 180. Consecutive angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Everything, or I would say 99% of the stuff in this class on your EOC, it's either supplementary or congruent. You either add it and set it equal to 180 or you set it equal to each other. This is why you have to know the properties. Combine like terms, 8x plus 15x is 23x. 6 plus 13 is, look how smart you guys are. Now you have a linear equation. Just solve for x, subtract 19. 180 minus 19 is 161. 23x equals 161, so you're going to divide by 23, and x equals 7. You're done. Thank you for the few people that caught that. You're not done.
Yeah.
You got to plug it in. Plug it in where? Plug it into B. So you have 15 times 7 plus 13, which is going to equal 15 times 7 is 105 plus 13 equals 1 what?
118.
And there you go. Alright, let's go down the page a little bit and do number 5, because number 5 is not angles. With the angles, if they're next to each other, they're supplementary. If they're across from each other, they're equal.
That's 3.
I know, I was just explaining the angles, because somebody's going to say, look, number 3 doesn't look like number 1, so I can't do it. Sounds just like y'all, don't I?
No.
Sounds just like Marvin's. Number 5, because that's another question. Well, Mr. Como, number 5 don't have no angles in it.
Who talks like that?
You.
I definitely don't talk like that.
Sides. Opposite sides in parallelograms are congruent, so they're equal. 2x minus 8 equals x plus 4. Get the x's on one side, so you're going to subtract x. X minus 8 equals 4. Quick, what time is it? 8:51. I'm going to write you up at 8:51.
Why? I'm sorry. Okay, please.
It's alright, Dean Thomas will call you down later.
I can't afford a referral.
I know you and her like BFFs.
Hard, bro. Don't do this to me.
You're going to have a car without a driver's license because you're going to have too many referrals. They can take your license from you. Add 8 to both sides. 8 plus 4 is? Are you done when you find x? Plug it into ST, which is right here. So you have 12 plus 4, which is 16, then you're done. Alright, next section. On the back. Number 9. Says find the measurement of the angle indicated in each trapezoid. Now we have a trapezoid. And it says angle. Angles in a trapezoid. The base angles are congruent. Angles that share a leg are supplementary. Base angles, number 9, those give you base angles, so they're going to be congruent. 8x minus 26 equals 3x plus 29. Subtract 3x from both sides, and you have 5x minus 26 equals 29. Add 26 to both sides. You have 5x equals 55. Divide by 5x equals 11. Again, it does not say find x. It says find the angle. Angle N is right here. So it's 3 times 5 plus 29. 3 times 5 is? So 15.
You're supposed to put 11.
3 times 11. Where did I get a 5 from? So 3 times 11 is? 33 plus 29. Who's lost? Who said they're lost?
Not me.
Shakayla?
I'm lost. I'm
Okay,
lost.
for some,
I'm
number 12
lost.
will be the add together equals by 180, right?
For number 12?
Yeah.
Yes. Number 12, they're going to be supplementary. Number 11, they're going to be supplementary. Number 10, they're what? They're congruent. What?
No, I'm not.
All right, number 13. Now we have diagonals. Diagonals in what? Diagonals in a parallelogram. Diagonals in a parallelogram are not congruent, but they are bisected. CU is right here. Let's do these in different colors. CA is right here. That's each half of that diagonal. So they're equal to each other. It says find CA, so they want the whole thing. This side equals that side. So I'm going to take 3x minus 10 and set it equal to 3x plus 10. Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? CA. That's not CA. This is CA. The whole thing. So CU is half of CA, which means if I take CU, 3x minus 10, I take this and multiply it by 2, doesn't that give me CA? Make sure you keep it in parentheses because now you have to distribute. This becomes 6x minus 20 equals 3x plus 10. Now solve for x. Subtract x, you have 3x minus 20 equals 10. Add 10 to both sides. You have 3x equals 30. Divide by 3, x equals 10. Does it say find x?
No.
Of course not. I didn't put any on this worksheet that said find x. So I have to plug x back into what? CA. You have to plug x back into CA. So it's 3 times 10 plus 10, which is 30 plus 10, or 40. Again, your diagonals are either equal, or they're going to give you half and then the whole. So multiply your half by 2 to get the whole. Next section. (19) Find the length of the diagonal in the trapezoid. Your diagonals in a trapezoid are congruent. So all of these should be relative. Why did it freeze?
There we go. They gave you BD and AC. They gave you both diagonals. Diagonals are congruent, so x plus 9 equals 2x minus 3. Subtract x, and you get 9 equals x minus 3. Add 3, x equals 12. They want BD. Does it matter which one I plug it into, though? No, because they're equal. But BD looks like the easier one, so it's just 12 plus 9, which is 21. Next section says state the most specific name. Most specific. So look at this picture. All you know are all four sides are congruent. What can I call that? No. A square. All four sides are congruent and all four angles are 90 degrees. Do I know all four angles are 90 degrees? So I can only call this a 26. I have one pair of parallel sides, one pair of congruent sides. Not just the trapezoids. And then the last section, find the area. Remember, your area formula is base times perpendicular height. The base is going to be the one side perpendicular to your height. So in 35, this is your perpendicular. So 5 is your height. The one side that is perpendicular to the 5 is the 10.2. So this is your base. So the area is 10.2 times 5, which is what, Emily?
51.
This is for parallelograms, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Then you have a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times the perpendicular height divided by 2. And that's it. The rest of the worksheet's yours. Due next class. You can pack up because you only got 2 minutes left anyway.